everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
This is a fucking show dog with fucking papers. You can't board it. It gets upset. Its hair falls out.
On the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
Adored! Let's be honest, Lou. You paid for the women.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I brought things for capers. Suction cup, credit card, chloroform. The credit card doesn't work. The chloroform does. Welcome to Plotty Time, and let's cue that theme music.
Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to another brand new spanking episode of Plotty Time, the most accurate podcast that has ever existed.
Accurate.
Accuratest podcast that has ever... Hot start incoming. Heads up. Anyway, let's start where we always start. Dr. Syintist, what are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? What's going on with you?
Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
I started playing this week a game called Monster Train. It was suggested to me by a friend and
Friend of the pod.
yeah, Zorch, and he said I'd like. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's sort of, kind of like Slay the Spire, cardy.
Oh, another card game.
Yeah, but it's got a mix of like tower defense, sort of. It's kind of fun.
Ooh, two things I hate.
Yeah, so you'll probably love it.
Sick.
But yeah, that's all I've really played. What did I watch? Well, my job gives me off for my birthday.
Oh.
And I was like,
Nice.
I'll go see a matinee movie.
Happy
Okay.
birthday.
So I went
Hell yeah, dog.
and saw Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Really?
Yeah. Because I used to love the Beast Wars cartoon,
Oh, is that what it was?
kind of.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Not really.
Used to watch that shit in the morning before school.
Yeah. It's exactly what I expected. So I wasn't impressed.
Fair enough.
So, do you recommend or not?
It was worth $5.
Oh,
I was entertained. It's the denouement of the thing is kind of just reminds me of like all the Avengers movies thrown into one. Like Optimus Prime is there and he's like, Autobots roll out. And then there's like some space laser attacking it from like Avengers 1. And then there's the bad guys sort of just basically could have been James Spader as Ultron.
Interesting.
And there's like a big fight scene. Like it was just,
It was all action movies.
yeah. And
I had no idea that this movie was even coming out until I saw a poster on the street.
I didn't even know it was out until just now.
Yeah, and it's like a Transformers. Those are big, right? Like
They were.
yeah.
they got money behind them, though. It was in a theater,
Oh, whoa. Fucking
Yeah.
stop the presses.
right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen all the Transformers movies, so I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I've seen the first one. That was it.
But yeah, that's
Maybe
all
I
I think
did
I've seen.
2
I don't even know how many there are.
or 3.
Like, this could be the second one for all I know.
There's definitely Dark Side of the Moon or something.
Yeah.
That was
9.
Pink Floyd.
That's similar though. Something about the moon,
Yeah, something.
Rise of the Moon, whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you can go see it at a matinee and you got nothing else to do on a random Friday,
It's worth the
it's
couple
worth the
bucks.
$5.
All right.
Worth the
fair
$5.
enough.
Gotcha.
Then I watched the first couple episodes of Black Mirror, new Black Mirrors.
There's new ones?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
5 or 6 episode new ones.
Huh.
No spoilers, but how are they?
I like the first 3. All 3 of them I thought were very good.
Okay.
They're always so
awesome.
good.
But then, since you guys talked about it all last week, I watched the first couple episodes of I Think You Should Leave.
Oh, what stuck out in your head?
Well, I paid attention. The eggs one was pretty funny.
Nice.
Like, what the heck?
He's like moving a bunch of eggs over. It's like, you did 6 eggs. I did so many more than 6 eggs. Do you want to spend $80 for 80 eggs or something like that?
I don't know why that got me so much.
And it's just like it's like an old Mac computer art too.
I just love it. And then the people come over to fucking see what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
like I never
pulls
got
down
here
his
before.
pants.
Yeah, what is this? And it's like, is that a boner? Why are you looking at porno? This is the first time I got here. I never beat that for.
We should be able to look at a little.
I mean, we should be able to look at a little porn at work.
And then like the egg's pulling its pants down.
So
Like you're looking at an egg anus or something like
Yeah.
that. It was so fucking weird. It was great.
Well, that's all the other thing. I also like the The one where he was with his kids and he had to do the AI shopping and he stops breathing and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to control the body.
And he's like, breathe, Dad, please.
It's like, you have to breathe. You have to breathe.
The one with the guy from Portlandia when he beats up his kid. And he
Oh, yeah. Fred Armisen. I thought it looked real.
So dumb.
That's obviously an adult.
I paid so much for this.
And the last one that I can remember that really stuck out for me is the one where he tries to start to pay it forward and run back in line behind the guy.
Yeah. Classic.
I'll like 55 hamburgers, 55 fries.
I mean, I thought that was pretty funny, but when the lady behind him got wind and she backed up and started screaming the same order, I thought that was fantastic.
He's like, fuck.
That and the one where, what's his name? Where he's stuck under the car and his ponytail stuff.
Will Forte.
Yeah.
How big is it? There's a picture in there. These are all pictures of cigars. Just keep scrolling. It's just so weird. There's so many weird things that just keep happening.
And that guy from across the street's like, he's like, get out of here. No, I'm going to sit on
I
the
can
street.
sit here if I want. This is a public street.
It's like, put his hand in dog shit.
He's like, who's it? Tell him I'm in the bathroom.
It's so fucking random, dude.
Do you know him? No, I don't know him.
Oh, I love it.
It was good. It was good stuff.
Oh, I forgot about the ponytail one until you said it.
Exactly. You forget about it until someone brings it up and you're like, oh, that was so good.
And the picture is like in the mirror of his ponytail. He's like, your ponytail goes past your butthole.
And there was a lot of pictures of fucking cigars.
There's so many. She just kept, there's like 40 of them.
It's like, you can't park in the street. I tried to climb under here.
Oh, shit.
Good stuff.
So I'll probably finish. I'll try and finish them this week because those.
You might as well.
Yeah, those three were very good. I enjoyed them. So Poppascotch, why don't you make us laugh?
Oh man, I won't, but I was on a plane for a lot. So
This guy.
I know he's on planes every week.
Jet setting lifestyle.
I guess so. I'm still not adjusted. It fucking sucks. Anyway, so I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh
No.
yeah. Oh, that's
Quantumania, the new one.
Yeah. Quantumania.
And my favorite part was Chidi from The Good Place. I don't know if you guys saw the show The Good Place.
Nope.
Yeah.
Chidi, the guy from Africa, he
Right.
was the mind reader in Ant-Man. It was like, you can read minds? Yes. And oh God, I wish I couldn't. People are disgusting.
I like the guy who keeps asking how many holes he has.
Oh yeah, that guy too. It's like, how many holes do you have? He has 7 holes. Yeah. It was a fine movie. The whole Moloch thing was weird.
Modoc. Yeah, but I thought it was kind of funny because it was Darren. That made me laugh.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm not saying it's crazy. It's just when you go into another Quantumania realm, it you can do whatever you want, and it's just getting really weird.
Yeah.
It was fine.
I guess.
And then I also watched another fine superhero, Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, it's so good.
I like that one.
I think I like the first one better than that one. But Woody Harrelson is fucking great.
Yeah, Carnage is awesome. So Woody Harrelson playing Carnage.
Great
Is
casting.
Carnage the symbiote? Or
Yes.
It's another symbiote, right?
Yeah.
Or is Woody Harrelson Carnage? With or without the symbiote?
Yeah, because he just gets the symbiote from Venom, doesn't he?
Yeah, but the whole Marvel universe is weird and how that all happens. But I know what Poppascotch. It's like a existential philosophical question.
Yeah. Would there be a
Would
Carnage?
there be
without-
Carnage without either of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So maybe the symbiote, you got a little bit in him and it evolved to Carnage rather than... All right, yeah. I guess they don't need to explain it out for me.
No, because isn't there a symbiote Spider-Man too?
Yeah.
I mean, it just does different things to different people.
There's like a symbiote god and symbiotes all over the universe.
So it's
okay, like
kind of
slivers.
like
Sort of.
in the Alien films, if you get one of those face huggers and you're a human, it looks like
Yes.
the xenomorphs. But if it's a dog, it looks different. If it takes like part
Yeah.
of the shape.
Well,
sort of. Maybe I got lost in this analogy.
But no, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to do with the symbiote god Null, and
Yeah.
it's also part of the guy from Thor.
There's
But
plenty, but we ain't got the time. to
Gore
go
the
into
God Butcher is kind of into it all, but
it. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was really interesting that they teased in the Tom Holland Spider-Man stuff.
What do you mean?
At the end of the movie, they had,
I was still thinking
Venom.
of
Let there be carnage. I'm still talking
Quantumania.
about that movie. Yes, I was still talking about that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, did you not see the end of the new Spider-Man where Venom was in it?
Nope.
Was it the one where he was like on an island and confused because he like traveled through a realm and didn't realize what the fuck he was doing there?
Yeah, because that's
That's what happened at the end of Venom.
that's the same thing. It's the same scene.
Oh, is it? Okay.
In the end of Venom is when it happens, when he gets pulled into the universe because he knows who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
The symbiote does.
Oh, okay.
And then when he leaves and leaves a part of him behind is in the Spider-Man movie.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's just tough to get into because now there are multiple universes and time travel. Like literally any story can happen.
Yeah.
Like anything can happen.
That's the way it is.
Is the great way movies all should be.
No, it's not.
I mean, maybe not. I have no idea. I'm just so.
Oh,
I don't
well, then
know.
you won't like the end of Transformers when G.I. Joe was brought in.
Shut the
What?
fuck up.
I'm not kidding, man.
It's like Hasbro.
Spoiler.
I guess. Isn't it Hasbro?
Yeah, I think they're all Hasbro. They'll throw an MTG too.
What are they doing to fucking alternate universe G.I. Joe cards?
Dude, they got to bring back G.I. Joe. And when I say that, I'm like, we got to do crossovers like G.I. Joe versus the Deadites from Evil Dead.
Well, they made those
Like-
G.I. Joe movies a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
The Channing Tatum ones, they don't really count. Are we counting those? We shouldn't.
they are
count
G.I.
those.
Joe movies.
Well, they should just reboot the whole thing. Yeah, I agree with you there.
And then I also watched a movie that came out very recently, Extraction 2.
What was the first one?
It was released, I think, around the beginning-ish of the pandemic. It was Thor, Chris Hemsworth, is like a hired mercenary who is hired to save... This is Extraction 1. He's hired to save the son of a drug dealer, like pull him out.
Never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, just some like army movie or what?
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's more John Wick, like one-man army type stuff.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it had some really wild... If you like just dumb action movies, it's a good one. It's a really cool action sequences there. But it's more set in reality. It's less... Well, it's like hyper-realistic. It's more like John Wick action stuff. That's kind of what
based
it is.
in reality.
Yeah. Well,
It's based in reality as in all these things exist, but then he does all kinds of weird flips and judo chops and then shoots someone in the face. That's a lot what you're getting.
okay. I'll skip
I
that
think
one.
Hollywood is like really honed in on crushing the mid-tier to lower upper tier action movie.
Yeah.
They're all just going to either be John Wick or a Marvel movie from now on. You just got to
Yeah,
live with it.
they're all fine. Like they're not bad, but they're fine. It's just nothing blows me away anymore.
They don't want to waste money on something that's not going to make them a lot of money.
Exactly. Like if we're going to spend this money, let's go the safe route and do like a high B tier, low A tier and make some good money,
Right.
or take a chance and possibly get nothing. So they just go the safe way.
Yep. Yeah. What are you
Speaking
gonna
of the
do?
safe way, we're going to move on to something else. I watched the newest 3 episodes or 2 episodes of It's Always Sunny.
You son of a
Oh,
bitch.
there's
Why
new
you?
Always Sunnies?
This motherfucker always just takes the shit I just watched.
That's 'cause he-
talks about.
We
it first.
have a lot of overlapping interests and we talk about the same things.
Son of a bitch.
What app is it on?
Hulu.
Okay.
I mean, we can get into it, or you can get into it, because
No.
I did also watch 30 Rock.
Well, you can talk about it if you want.
Fine, I'll
What was your
talk.
favorite episode? 1, 2, or 3?
Hey, spoilers. I didn't see
Well, we're
it.
not going to talk
I didn't
about them.
see
just
the
say.
third one, but I liked the first one, I think, where they opened up
Yes, I know
the one, you know what I mean?
with the
I don't want to
balloons.
spoil it for Dr. Scientist.
There's balloons involved.
There's too much new stuff right now.
I know it's the perfect time. It's summer.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, it's Always Sunny. It's good. I will say that Glenn and
Rob?
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah, Glenn and Rob are definitely showing their age. Like they look older.
Yeah,
Charlie still looks exactly the same.
Yeah, Charlie-
I think D looks older too, but they've been doing it for 20 years. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's time. Like they look older.
yeah, but
'cause they've been
Charlie
doing it
still
for 20
looks
years.
exactly the same.
Yeah, it's real weird. I think one day he's just gonna like a switch is gonna hit and his hair is gonna be all gray.
Danny DeVito doesn't even look much older.
No, he doesn't, and he's still going. God bless him. God
Right.
bless that weirdo.
His wife shows up in one of the episodes.
Rhea Perlman?
Yeah,
I thought they weren't
Now,
together.
now I'm sold.
I don't know if they're together, but she shows up in one of the episodes.
She's a national treasure.
Yeah,
And then I watched the first the first 8 episodes of the first season of 30 Rock. I don't know if you guys ever saw that show, but it's pretty good.
no, I hear it's got great writing, but
Yeah, I'm not that interested.
nah.
It's written real well. There's some really good jokes. Tracy Morgan is fantastic in it. I think you guys would like it. I think you should give it a shot. 1 or 2 episodes.
I'm
And
not
then if
big
it's
into
not your thing-
series. I
That's
already
true,
have
you're
my
not.
full plate of series.
I can't even keep up with the new stuff. Now you want to watch my old stuff?
Series I don't know what you'd say.
I just love 30 Rock when She goes in. Tina Fey is the main character, and she's like the head writer of like an SNL type show. That's the whole.
Yeah.
Wow, really, really going away from what she's good at.
I know, right? Her head boss is Alec Baldwin, and he plays like the CEO type really well.
Yeah.
And there's a sequence where she goes into his office and he's wearing a tux. She's like, "Are you wearing a tux? It's Tuesday." And he's like, "Yeah, it's after 5 p.m. and I'm not a farmer."
Tux Tuesdays, dude.
There's some great writing in it. Real great writing.
Yeah, that sounds it.
But yeah. All right, fine. Fuck it. Then we'll just move on to whatever Chump Slap wants to talk about.
Well,
So,
thanks
Chump
for
Slap,
asking.
what have you been playing, watching, doing? What's going on with you?
Sorry, it was a little early. Thanks for asking. Well, I've still been playing Salt and Sanctuary. Now I'm rocking motherfucking big ass scissors and Holy Buff, which fucking
Holy
destroys.
Buff is the way to go with anything in that game.
It destroys, man.
I used a mace and a Holy Buff.
I just walk into a boss, Holy Buff, chop, 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 doom, dead. It's great. Love it. Now, excuse me. I have a lot of it done. I don't know how much more I got to go. I think I have the Tomb of the Dead Gods from there on and the Floating Castle I just got to.
Isn't the end the floating castle?
Is it?
I think so. I don't remember. It's been.
Well, I
a long
might
time
have to
since
go
I played
back then because I want to finish the Dead Gods and all that. I should look up Point of No Return.
it. Yeah,
But yeah, great game. Love it.
play it, Poppascotch.
All right.
Don't know what else to say about it.
Salt and Sanctuary. Is that the first one or the second one? Didn't we talk about
First one.
this?
First one.
Yeah.
First one?
Salt and
Okay.
Sacrifice is the second one.
It was on sale for $1.35 a couple months ago at this point. Yeah, put it on your list. If it's on sale, fucking check it out.
All right.
Well, even for $10, it's worth it. Then I watched the first 3 episodes of Sunny
Which was your favorite?
Is there only 3 episodes?
at this point.
Okay.
Yes. There were 2 the first week and then 1 the second. What was my favorite? The third, I think. It's called The Gang Gets Cursed or something like that.
That's the only one I didn't see yet.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, what do we got to say about that?
Nothing.
It's always good. It's always they
Yeah,
work
it's
real hard
Sunny.
to make it not shitty.
It's going to be a good one. I watched a couple movies, though. Mm-hmm. You guys ever watch Repo Men?
The one where they steal people's hearts and shit?
Yeah, with Jude Law and Forrest Whitaker
I saw it a couple of years ago.
and Ray Donovan.
Yeah. Ray Donk?
Roy Donk. But I don't know. It's good. I mean, it's over 2 hours, so that kind of got me. Had to watch it in shifts.
It's way outside the slap pocket.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good sci-fi futuristic thing that you could see this world actually devolving into, you know?
Like Idiocracy?
Yeah. Where it's like, oh, you need a heart transplant? Well, we'll give it to you, but if you can't pay it, we're taking it back. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the next evolution, right? Get rid of Medicaid and then we'll do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds reasonable.
So if you haven't seen that movie from, I
Based organs.
don't know when the hell that was, a while ago, go check it out. It's pretty good.
Did you ever see the other Repo Man with Emilio Estevez?
Yeah, I like that one
Yeah,
too.
the movie fucking rules.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure which one you were talking about.
Yeah, it's really good. But I got a slapper here, guys.
Oh, it's been a minute.
I know. Just by the name of it, I was like, I gotta watch this. All jacked up and full of worms.
Title's way too long.
Comes in at a fucking smooth 72.
My Johnson is 10 inches long. All right, that's over an hour.
It's a smooth 72, bro.
Is it a quick 72?
No.
He said smooth.
It's about this janitor maid guy at a fucking like pay by the hour sex hotel type thing. And he runs into this other guy who's fucking just so weird. He just wants to be a dad and he buys this doll and wants it to become human.
That's weird.
I know. And then it turns out that earthworms are hallucinogenic and they start eating these worms. And there's a guy named the Clown King and the Giant Worm King.
There's a lot of shit that happens in 72 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. It is the slappiest thing I've seen in a fucking hot minute.
What was the one, not to change the subject, we're still in slap culture.
That's cool.
What was the one with the dude with spaghetti fingers?
Spaghetti Man.
Duh.
Yep,
Damn,
yep.
yeah, that's a good one. I should watch that again. Forgot about it. I should make a top 10 slappers for the fans.
Just a constantly evolving slapper power ranking.
Yeah. I think it'd be worth it. But yeah, check this one out. All jacked up and full of worms. It's on Amazon Prime. So
Great name. 10 of 10 name.
right? I mean, the movie's not that great, but it slaps and you're like, what the fuck is going on the whole time? So yeah.
Awesome.
That's all I did this weekend or week.
All right, well, there you go. Let's go ahead and slide on into the Plotty Time vibe check.
Ooh, let's check out the vibe.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Way to bring it back.
Yeah, I just throw farts when I get confused. All right, so this week we got some Xbox news. You guys want to hear about some Xbox news? It's not all good news.
Oh,
All not good. Oh, just fucking say it.
yeah, just let's do
Whatever.
it. Let's do it. Let's talk about
Did you hear that Microsoft was fined $20 million
For what?
I was fined $5
for illegally collecting children's information on Xbox?
Of course they were collecting children's information.
Well, that's illegal. Well, it depends on what they were doing. Was it like having cookies enabled or something?
They are charging them with illegally collecting personal information from children who signed up for the Xbox gaming service without their parents' consent.
That's the parents' problem.
Yeah, that sounds like a parent problem, not the Xbox one.
Well, it says in this instance, the FTC says the issue centered around the creation of children's accounts on an Xbox console.
Oh, but it had no parental guidance.
Yeah, well, I guess the keeping of that information about a child's account violates the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule.
I don't get it. Don't let kids on Xbox, I
It's
guess.
stupid law.
Yeah.
I
It
guess
has
you have
good
to-
intentions.
Doesn't make it not stupid.
I mean, they can still play and do stuff. It's just that Xbox took the data and all the information they got from these kids and probably sold it.
Well, no shit. How do you think they make more money?
But yeah, not great. You shouldn't be doing that.
Fuck those kids. They're idiots.
Yeah, you should have a PlayStation, dummies.
Yeah.
Anyway, so also Microsoft came out and they gave a sort of half-hearted, silly response to the fact that they have no exclusives.
No exclusives.
They have exclusives.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have exclusives,
They have
but
Starfield or whatever.
that's not even out yet. And that was bought from ZeniMax. Like, that wasn't even...
Yeah, I'm kind of jelly. I kind of want to try it.
don't they have Bethesda?
Yeah, that's just, isn't that
That's
who made it?
ZeniMax, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a Bethesda game.
Right.
But they were talking about how games like Fable and Avowed, they were first teased years ago, but they have no release dates, and people are like, what the heck's taking so long? So the Xbox Studios head, Matt Booty, that's his name,
What's up, Matt Booty?
he said that, this is the quote, the industry is still catching up to a new reality that major products are simply more complex due to new hardware and rising audience expectations.
Fuck you. You play the new God of War, dude? How hard is it?
Well, it's basically saying like, yeah, it's taking longer because, games take long.
And shit changes before we finish.
Yeah, but they've been talking about the new Fable for fucking, 5 years?
They've been
At
talking about the new
least
Grand
5
Theft
years.
Auto for 14.
It's true.
Although I'm kind of okay with the fact that if the game's not ready, delay it or just don't say anything. Because how many times, do you remember when Fallout 4 came out?
Oh, yeah. They never tease Fallouts, though.
No, they said it was in E3 in June. They're like, all right, it'll be out in 3 months
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
I miss
November,
those
maybe.
days, man.
Yeah, not like this is the game and you see a pre-generated trailer and they don't hear anything for 5
Yeah,
years.
pre-alpha footage.
It's like, we've hired people to make this. Look out.
Exactly. But yeah, so Xbox is dragging their feet on those.
Constant hype, man. You got to keep the hype up.
Right?
And then sticking with the Xbox deal, there's another update on the Microsoft Activision acquisition for $69 billion.
Ooh, I heard it got, I don't know. Something happened.
Well, it's kind of in limbo because half of Europe blocked it. The other half didn't. The UK didn't, but the EU said it was fine. And now the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission,
Yes.
right? Yes. They're saying that they tried to legally challenge, the acquisition that expressed worry about Microsoft's ability to suppress its competitors should the deal go through.
It won't. They have no case.
I think it's going to happen. I don't.
The deal's gonna go through.
I mean,
Doesn't the FTC try this all the time and they always fucking fail?
eventually it just all goes through.
Yeah.
Monopolies are a thing again. They just are.
Yeah.
Especially America, they're not really great at stopping people from making money.
There's nothing that, there's nothing that.
Yeah, if Europe didn't do it, there's nothing you're going to do about it. It's done.
If Activision just wants to make exclusives for Xbox, they can do that. That's their right? As a company, they don't have to be bought by Xbox, but they can still just do the same thing.
I mean, Activision could always just make Call of Duty and keep it on Xbox forever. They could make StarCraft, Overwatch,
We don't have time
Diablo,
for hand jobs.
World of Warcraft. All these games would, in effect, be Xbox or Microsoft-owned studios. But if there's one thing these companies like, it's making money. Like, they're not going to take. I don't foresee. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert, but I don't foresee any future where Overwatch and Call of Duty aren't everywhere on every system.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, what the fuck do I know?
Well, right, yeah, exactly. But what do you know? But they make all this money from like post-launch sales with like gun packs and shit
And weed skins.
and weed skins, bro.
Let's not forget
The weed skins, yeah.
dude.
It's the
You're
biggest
just
money.
throwing away half that weed skin money. You're just throwing it away.
Yeah.
I don't know. And plus, like the fact is too, like these series, yeah, they're long series. They have plenty of games. They're still going on. They're quote unquote powerhouses. But the public could lose interest with any of those any second. You make one bad game, and that could be it for Call of Duty.
No,
Well,
I don't
it's
think
not
Call of Duties are going anywhere.
Maybe Diablo, but
Yeah.
I guess a lot of people like Diablo 4. Anyways, so the FTC is trying to stop it. We'll see what happens. And our theory from this podcast is it's probably just gonna go.
Yeah, they got no
eventually.
teeth.
They're just
Well, they have
delaying
all
it
the
now.
teeth, but-
Not in this scenario.
And then moving on to other EA Sports news. We had a little bit last week, but apparently EA is now exploiting the players that are going to be in the new NCAA football college game.
What a surprise.
Only going to be paid $500 for their likeness.
At least they got something this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that is better than nothing, but they said the main reason that the game didn't come out for 10 years was the conflict over the players' payments, which weren't allowed under NCAA rules. Apparently, it worked up a deal. EA Sports is coming out with another college football game later this year, and now they're like, well, we're going to pay you, but it's going to be $500.
Well, people are buying it for the game, though. I mean, they're not buying it for the players.
Yeah, but they use the
remember-
players in the game.
Well, that's because it's easier than just making up fucking 1,000 names.
No, it's not.
It is.
They don't use the people's names.
That's the thing. They don't use their real names, but like the character model of some, Heisman caliber quarterback looks exactly the same as the dude on the
It'll
field.
be his number,
Has the same number, same stats.
same appearance.
And I remember playing these games in college where you could actually, they had like a roster system, like it was called lockers or something like that. But if you put in a username, you could go to their user, look at any shared rosters they have and download them, which in effect would mean you could download a roster that's just completely filled out with all the actual college players.
I remember
Like their
that,
real
yeah.
names.
Yeah.
So I'm sure someone's going to do the exact same thing with this eventually. But
Whatever.
the athletes are pretty pissed that the game's going to rake in billions and, the NCAA football rakes in billions and it's all based on the players' backs and they make jack shit.
And they could just randomly generate all these characters and not do anything with it.
Yeah, they absolutely could.
Yeah, I guess. But then that's not what... I guess that is why people play it, just for the more realness. I don't fucking know. I don't know how to play football games.
I don't recall Dr. Scientist and I putting you on the stand here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're getting very defensive.
Oh, I said stupid things. I'm sorry.
You know what else is pretty stupid? That a PS5 game is going to be coming out on 2 discs. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to come out on 2 separate PlayStation 5 discs.
It's ridiculous.
Why?
I don't know. I just think that's hilarious. There's really nothing else to the story other than it's really big and it's going to have 2 physical discs and everyone's like, oh my gosh, just like the original Final Fantasy VII that had 3 discs in 1997. Now this game has 3 discs and it's the whole...
Who cares?
They're doing that because they can, not because they need to.
Yeah.
Did you hear about, this is kind of a side note, but did you hear that the newest Call of Duty game, what is it, Modern Warfare 2, I think? Like, the disc that they ship out, like if you buy the physical copy, it only is like 5 megs, and it just basically unlocks the download.
Yeah, I figured that it just
That's
has
why they can just buy a download key. And
yeah,
do
it
all
has a
digitally.
code on it.
I think that's like deceptive, though, because the point would be if I don't have online access, I could still play the game through the disc, but
No, that's
not with
the
Call of
point
Duty, I
anymore.
guess. There's no laws or anything that make you do that.
Nope.
Man, what a weird time to be alive. But that's all I got for the plotty time. Gotta find the soundboard. Vibe check.
Ride the snake.
Boom, crushed it. Let's get into the game. How about it, guys?
What is it?
This week, we are talking about a game that I would have fought you guys, like physically, because I was pretty sure we did this already, but we have not.
No, we did other ones like that.
Definitely didn't.
The game is called 13 in Roman numerals. It was released November 18th, 2003 originally. Do you guys know the number one song in the country?
2003.
Yep, 2003.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
That'd be awesome if that's what it was.
Eminem.
Lose yourself.
Yeah.
Good guesses all around, but no, those are
Terrible
incorrect.
guesses.
Yeah, they're wrong.
Well, let's get Bentley in here again.
Oh, shit, Bentley's back.
Yeah, Bentley's
Kind of
in
missed
studio.
JFK.
Hey, guys. What'd you say? Nothing, Bentley. Don't worry about
fuck
a
up.
possible other guest. We didn't record last week. Oh, good, because if you guys recorded one without me, I don't know what I'd do. Okay, Bentley. Thanks. Could you just, do your thing, sing the song? Of course. Here we go. Baby boy, you stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasies. I think about you all the time, I see you in my dreams. Boy, you stay in my mind, fulfill my fantasies. I think about you all the time, I see you in my dreams.
Baby boy.
Thanks, Bentley. That was great. You just repeated the same chorus twice. Why was that? I didn't want to be offensive. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, he gave us the verse. You guys have any guesses?
No idea.
Baby boy.
Baby Boy is correct. That's the name of the song. Do you know who sings it?
Avril Lavigne.
Damn, I really thought you'd get it. Was Beyonce featuring Sean
That makes
Paul.
sense. That makes way more sense. I just thought Skater Boy, Baby Boy, same thing.
Yeah,
Close
they
enough.
got to be the same person to sing it.
Right?
Number one movie in the country, November 18th, 2003. I don't know if you're not going to guess it. So I'll just give you the tagline. The tagline is, don't mess with the hat.
Don't mess with the hat.
That's correct.
The Mask
Any
2.
ideas? Mask 2? No, it's not Mask 2.
Was there even a second one?
Sombrero Warrior.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
All right, synopsis of the movie.
Sombrero Warrior.
I have to blank out a bunch of words because I'll just give it away.
Okay.
So
I doubt we'll get it.
the troublemaking blank 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 blank
Dennis
arrives at the home of bored young Sally Walden and her brother Conrad while their mother is out. The family's pet. Whoops, wrong button. There you go. You got it. The Cat in the Hat. Nailed it. That was one with Michael Myers, I believe, is the voice of the cat.
Yeah. Well, it was live action.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. It was very creepy looking.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, this day in history, November 18th, 1307.
Oh, shit.
Way back when William Tell reportedly shoots an apple off of his son's head.
Fucking terrible father.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
Real slow day for news, too.
I can't believe they have that date.
It's like,
Anyway,
tell everyone.
It's completely made up. How
Tell
could there be a
everyone that
date?
did it.
I don't know. I think
Tell
it's
them.
real.
Tell him, kid.
The game we're talking about, 13, was released for PC, PS2, and Xbox, developed by Ubisoft Paris and published by Ubisoft. It is a stealth first-person shooter with single-player and, for the PS2 era, 16-person multiplayer, which I thought was pretty interesting.
No way. That's crazy.
Thought that was pretty cool. I figured I'd mention that. I believe that was when you had to still buy the... do you guys remember with the fat PS2s, you had to buy the network adapter and plug it in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never had it.
Yeah, right.
I remember buying it and never using it, except to download NCAA football rosters. I think that's the only time I downloaded it.
There it is. All full
Weird how
circle.
that works out.
Flat
But anyway, this week, Chump Slap, you picked the game.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
good. I got
Yep,
that right.
I got
Great.
it.
This week you got it right, I guess.
Nailed it. So how about you lead us into it? Tell us what it's all about.
Okay, so game starts. You see a little scene, little scenery going on, and a president gets assassinated. Yep, that president.
Which president?
I don't know. I don't remember his name. William or Willard or Winslow? No, I don't remember his name. Fuck, I didn't write it down. Thanks, though.
Winslow.
You talking about President William Sheridan?
No, Winslow. Sheridan. There you go. Gets assassinated, and then there's talk of this 13 guy and this shady conspiracy shit going on. And you're like, okay, oh, this game looks intriguing. And so it starts.
Yeah, how does it start?
Starts with the lifeguard finding a man who's shot lying on the beach. She's like, oh my God, let's save your life. Let's go. Who are you? Blah, blah, blah. But the man has amnesia. And he's having flashbacks of jumping off a boat and getting shot. And he's like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
So it's like the Bourne Identity, right? This is the same thing.
Yeah. You open up with amnesia on a fucking beach somewhere.
But he was also on a boat doing some kind of mission, got shot, I think, and then fell off and had amnesia. It's very similar, but I don't know which one was first because this game was based on like a Belgian comic.
Yeah, this was based on some type of comic book.
So it might predate the Bourne Identity. Probably does.
Probably.
Probably my fan fiction I wrote.
Yeah.
Could be.
It
Yeah.
went back in time and published.
Yeah.
And well, anyway, she's like, hey, I found this fucking key on you. I was like, what the hell are you doing in my pocket?
Weirdo.
Psycho. And then she's like, okay, well, it's for Winslow Bank. So there you go.
I knew there was a Winslow somewhere.
Yeah. And then at that time, a bunch of killers show up. And she gets shot. She gets fucking riddled with bullets.
She gets taken out hard. Rat-a-tat-tat.
I got the vibe that this lady was going to be very important to the story.
So did I. And then she was kind of just dead.
I don't know
No.
why,
That was it.
And then she was.
but I got the vibe and she just got mowed down immediately.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, she's also like, yeah, you got this 13 tattoo. What's that all about? And you're like, I don't fucking know.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I don't remember shit. So you fight your way out of there before you get killed. 13 gets killed. And you make your way to Winslow Bank. And you're like, you get there, and the owner of the bank's like, oh, Mr. Rowland. Yes, here. I'll show you. There's your safety deposit box. Go fucking check it out. So he gets in there, opens the box, and he's like, oh, shit. I remember now. It was booby trapped.
Oh, yeah,
damn.
what a great time to have that flashback.
Well, he sees the bomb. He's like, oh, that triggered a memory. So he grabs the fucking briefcase out of it and then just ducks around the corner while it fucking explodes. And he has a flashback of him talking to some woman. And they're talking about all this incriminating evidence about 21 people in a conspiracy. 20 people in a conspiracy. I thought it was 21.
Yeah,
well, I guess no, yeah, you're right. It is 20. And now you remember that, oh, yeah, we booby trapped it. So you escape through the brand new hole in the wall that you exploded.
Yep.
And you make it outside, but just in time to get caught by the FBI.
Oh,
Who's like,
classic.
Uh-oh.
put your hands on your head. You killed the president. You're coming with us.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember anything.
No. They're like, likely story, the old classic amnesia trick. So now you're at the FBI headquarters, a secret one in New York, I guess. And there's a one-armed man there. I think you find out his name's Amos. And he's showing you the evidence. He's showing you the videos, the fucking Zapruder film.
Right.
It's like that, the one Kids in the Hall sketch where he's like, we have all this evidence against you. You got witness testimony? He's like, wasn't me. This is so easy.
Yeah, but he's like, I don't remember any of this. I have amnesia. What are you talking about?
That's not me. It looks just like you, though.
He's like, we'll call you in. See. And they're like, oh, well, this says you've been dead for a while.
What?
There's no Roland on file anymore.
He died 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Who are you?
Wearing a turtleneck.
He's wearing a fucking cardigan. So there's an explosion, and everyone's like, what? And then this woman shows up. You find out her name's Major Jones, and you've worked with her in the past. And she helps you escape out of FBI headquarters. And she tells you about General Carrington. And he's the only one that can get us out of this mess. And he's held at this military base Emerald or whatever. And it looks like we'll have to go break him out. And he'll help us out, and we'll fucking get to the bottom of this.
All right.
So you sneak around, you escape, and you go to military base Emerald. And what do? You sneak around and you break him out. And he's like, okay, now, hear me out. There's 20 conspirators, and the real 13 did kill the president. But he was killed right afterwards by the other conspirators.
What?
And you're like, what? Then who the fuck am I, dude?
This is very face-offy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because you look just like the guy. You see.
You even have his tattoo, which, how do they replicate that?
That's a great question.
You know?
Yeah.
So then he's like, well, you got to go meet Kim, the real, what's his name? Fuck. Real 13's wife. She's in a cabin in the Rockies, so go check it
She'll
out.
explain more to you.
She'll tell you more. I could tell you now, but I don't want to.
Yeah, we don't have time.
You go find her. So you go find her in the Rockies after fighting through some shit, and she tells you she was number 17.
What?
And
Where's her tattoo?
she has it
Where is it?
on her shoulder, like everybody else's. Right?
The same exact spot as everybody else? Gotcha.
I assume so. And she's like, well, there's this mongoose guy, and he had the real 13, Steve, killed.
So Mongoose isn't one of the 20.
As far as we know, he's not.
He's just some
But
assassin.
he's an
hired.
assassin hired by the co-conspirators. And she's like, well, we got to take them all down, man. We got to make sure this doesn't happen. You're like, what's going to happen? I don't know, some type of coup or something.
Some big plan with the 20.
So we know the 20 are doing some kind of big plan. We don't know exactly what it is, but
We know
they've
it
got
involves
things in
killing the
motion.
president.
Apparently 17 didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so then are you trying to figure out what this whole conspiracy is, or are you just trying to find...
You're trying to find number one.
Okay.
The
It
guy
all comes
behind
down
all.
to, whoever's running the conspiracy. You don't know what the conspiracy is yet, I guess.
I guess if you find one, you figure out.
Find one, you find them all. That's what they say.
Nice.
All right, calm down, guys.
That goes on for a while.
So the cabin gets attacked, of course. And Kim just takes off. She's like, I'm out of here. And then, oh my God, it's an avalanche.
What?
Yeah.
Sack move.
Well, you didn't get sack moved. An avalanche
Sack
happened.
move.
No, you didn't. You weren't listening.
Sack move.
Okay. So,
Sack move.
Cut those out.
Okay.
so 13 here gets found under some snow. They're like poking it with these big poles. And these assassins find him, and they're like, something's not right. Let's take him to this psych ward. See what's up.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm pretty sure 13's dead.
Yeah, they're like, I know I killed him. I'm the mongoose. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Something's going on.
So this guy that looks exactly like the guy I just killed must be crazy. Let's take him in.
He must have, yeah. So you get in there, and you're like, fuck this. I'm escaping. You end up escaping out of there. Kill Dr. Johansson, who runs the whole place.
What number was he?
He's fucking bottom of the barrel, dude. Number 20.
He's a
Real piece of
weirdo.
shit.
Kind of useless.
Garbage. Repo man. And you take a nurse hostage. She's like, take me hostage and then you can get out of here. So you
Great
do.
idea.
Yeah, I know. Then you get in an ambulance. It gets in an accident, blah, blah, blah.
Of course, you're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. And yet you eventually get your comms back and you start talking to Jones. And she's like, oh, I got this jet. Come find me. I'm in a fucking little valley somewhere in between some sand. So you find her.
It really feels like you're out here doing everything and your crew is just like waiting at the exit. Like they're not doing shit.
Yeah. All you have is Carrington and Jones, and Carrington's old.
Carrington voiced by Adam West, which was very distracting.
It was, because I didn't know who it was at first.
It was Batman.
I knew it. I was like, that voice is so fucking familiar. And then at this point, I realized, oh, that's David Duchovny, and that's fucking Adam West.
Took you that long?
It did, because it didn't sound like David Duchovny until he said one word, and I was like, oh,
He
shit.
was very, very uninspired. Like he felt like he didn't know how to do voiceover work or didn't take it seriously or whatever. But it wasn't a great David Duchovny voiceover here.
No, it wasn't. But then
I
he
usually
says something.
celebrate all of his work.
Yeah. He says something. I'm like, oh, that's him. Okay. So you jet off to Mexico.
Makes sense.
Yeah. There's a training camp there. Everyone believes it's involved somehow with this conspiracy. So you're like, okay, well, we'll go fucking check it out. And here we have the SPADs. I didn't write down what the hell that meant. Special
Something.
something.
Some kind of badass soldier group.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a training facility for those guys who are involved in the conspiracy. And you hear some of them talking. And then they'd say, oh, what's his name? Fucking Jason Fly.
What?
You're like,
Bad name.
McFly?
Bad.
it's too close to a person I really know. And he's
Jason
like,
Float. Yeah, we know him.
yeah, Jason Fly.
Oh. I was like, who the fuck's he talking about?
And then he's like, oh, well, he was a squad mate of Roland. So they knew each other. And then he eavesdrops some more. And it's just a bunch of number talk. 13, 17, 16, 14 knows 13 is a 18. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck they talk about. And you're like, well, Roland's file's here. The one that the FBI couldn't find, that somebody snagged. So you're like, I'll grab that. And I'll blow up all this ammo.
What?
So, yeah, really sock it to the man here.
Yep.
And on your way out, you kill number 11. I don't remember who he was, but he's just
Unimportant.
yeah. And then you leave on a submarine.
What? Where are you heading in the submarine?
I don't know, Maryland or something.
That's a long way in a submarine. Mexico to Maryland.
You gotta go all the way around. No cutting through the Mississippi there. Can you? I don't think so.
I don't think a submarine. No, well, you could float a submarine on top of the water too, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a
they're-
water connecting
The Gulf of Mexico, dude.
the Mississippi River to the part of Maryland you're going to. Chesapeake Bay.
No, there's definitely not. Anyway, while you're on this submarine, you decide to kill the captain, who turns out to be number 7.
What?
And the submarine docks in Maryland. And you decide to blow that up because it has some more equipment for the coup on it.
Yeah. This is all you kind of like stowed away on the submarine for.
Yeah, you just sat in like a fucking unused shower stall or
Yeah.
something.
Just like in what Indiana Jones movie was that, where he just hops on the top of the submarine, just holds on?
I don't recall.
Is that an Indiana Jones movie? It must be one I
It
haven't seen.
absolutely was.
Crystal
Was it a
Skull?
yeah, if it might have been Crystal Skull because I don't remember that part.
No, there's definitely one where he climbs on a sub, or maybe it was a Bond movie. I don't know.
It's probably Bond.
Yeah, I've never seen one of
Bondy.
those.
Who cares? So, so you blow it up in the docks, and then you get out, and guess who's there? Carrington.
20.
Carrington.
Oh. What does he say?
And he's with Amos, the one-armed FBI guy.
Oh, they're cohorts now.
Yeah. And he's like, well, the president's death was all Roland's idea.
Wait, the real Roland or
The real Roland.
Okay.
And he makes sure the FBI knows that this isn't the real Roland. This is my boy, Jason Fly, who wanted to do this to help bring down the conspirators.
He wanted it. So even though everybody knew number 13 was dead, they wanted to pretend he was 13 so he could figure out who 1 was.
Yeah, because the only person who knew 13 was dead was actually 17. Because when he was shot, he made it back to the cabin before he died.
Oh, and the mongoose they don't trust.
Yes.
Does anyone else feel like this is a little convoluted?
Oh, we'll get to it in final thoughts.
Okay. And I was right. It's Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I don't
He gets
remember him on
submarine.
a submarine at all.
I have to see that one again.
I do not believe you as of this moment.
Okay. Well, it's real. No, you don't have to.
All right. Well, anyway, you and your boys join forces with the FBI now. And now you're like, we're going to flush out all these numbers and we're going to fucking take them down. I overheard something about a meeting place, so let's go check it out.
Yeah. People like talking about meeting places loud.
Yeah, really loud. It's like, is there anybody around? It's only us numbers, dude.
Nobody's in the vents can hear us.
So you get to the meeting place and Mr. Winslow, the guy who owned the bank from the beginning of the game, he's number 9.
What?
Yep.
Oh, it's all connected, bro.
Yep. And he's meeting up with Senator Willard, who is number 5.
Uh-oh, he's getting close.
So you decide to kill him after they spot you spying. And now you're off to another meeting place where all the... because you find like a paper that says the annual numbers barbecue or something is happening here. So you're like, okay, let's go check that out, man. I like barbecue and I love espionage.
It's my 2 favorite things. Fucking ribs and secrets.
So now you're off to this meeting place and you're just spying around, recording their conversations, and you get the info. And all these guys are dressed like KKK members. I don't know if you guys noticed that. They all had white pointy hats
Was
and
it
shit.
supposed to be the KKK or was it just some other thing? It had to have been.
It was some
a
weird
nod, right?
fraternal order bullshit, but you know.
It's definitely what conspiracy you guys wear.
Yeah. So you get all this information about when and how this coup is going to happen. And you're like, okay, well, we got all the information. Let's go. And you leave on a helicopter. We're going to go off to the president's brother's estate because he's the guy who's going to be the next president.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah.
Was he the vice president? Because that's how that usually works.
That's what I thought. No, but I think there's an election, which is like, why'd you have to kill him then?
It's not set in the United States then.
I don't know. Good question. Well, anyway, you go there.
Yeah, he's going to be president.
And there's you tell him all about this conspiracy, and it's during these war games, and it's all happening tomorrow.
And they're going to what? Have their armies take over the government?
I didn't understand. It's during a war game of a missile silo, and they were going to actually overthrow the missile silo and threaten to blow people up.
And take over somehow.
And somehow take over the government with that.
He was going to become president. And then.
But he was already becoming president.
Yeah, and then they were going to. I don't know.
Well, they were using like the war game as a cover to get all the stuff deployed around, and then that was going to start attacking, or they were going to use those to do martial law, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like threatening to, or something.
Yeah, they were going to do martial law stuff.
Yeah,
I
just
also
to
have
take
written
over.
in my notes, they want to remove all the undesirables from society, which I guess was an allusion to,
Oh, that's the
basically killing all
KKK
the
thing.
poor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
and then you escape and go to Senator Sheridan, and he's totally on board.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh fuck, yeah, let's stop this." Walter Sheridan at this point. And he's like, "Well, I'll help you get into the site." So you get in there,
He's like, I don't know who number 1, 2, or 3 is yet.
and the Spads are there, and they take the president hostage. Now, this is a different guy, or was this Sheridan that they took hostage? I think it was Sheridan. He's already
Maybe
president.
Sheridan was the president-elect
Yeah.
and the vice president. I don't know. This is a fucking stupid plan. Just let's...
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, you go rescue the president and get him out of there. You're like, all right, go to safety, man. And then you find number 3, who happens to be Stanwell, Chief of Staff of the Air Force.
Ooh, getting up there.
You take him out. Take out number 2,
Who was...
Wax, Secretary of Defense.
Yeah. Getting higher up. Don't get much higher
And
than
he's
that.
the only... No, you don't take him out. He's the only guy who knows who number 1 is. And he's like, well, I ain't fucking telling you. And he kills himself.
That's taking him out.
Yeah. And he sets off a self-destruct thing for this whole missile silo to blow everybody up. Because if he's going to die, he might as well take everyone out with him who's there.
Makes sense.
But, of course, you stop it. You thwart the coup, and everyone up to number 2 is dead. And you're like, all right, well, fucking it. That's it, man.
There's only one guy left. He can't do it all by himself.
Who, Mongoose? You got to fight Mongoose.
Oh, God.
Is
Bald
he
guy?
number 1?
No, he's just some fucking random assassin, I guess. Just some hired gun.
They had like some outside hire.
Yeah, it was weird. So you fight him, you kill him, and it's over.
Is it?
Do you?
Sack move.
No. Anyway, everything's all hunky-dory now. The coup's not happening. America's safe. And Walter's having a presidential party on his yacht. And you're a national hero now, number 13. So you're like, okay. Oh my God, there's fucking fireworks happening. Oh, let's go fucking check them out. Why don't you go find the president, Doc, or Mr. 13? You're like, yeah, no problem. You go talk to a couple people, Carrington, Amos, the like. And then you hear Kim and the president, Walter, arguing about killing number 13.
Well, that's weird.
You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then you hear Mongoose. You never did kill him. He's trying to contact number 1 on this ship. I know. So you're like, uh-oh. Why is he trying to contact number 1? And then you have a flashback and you're like, this is the fucking yacht I was shot on.
No.
You're like,
was
oh
the
my
memory
God,
clicking.
right before I was shot, I was about to find out who number 1 was. And at that moment, Walter Shindinsky, or whatever his name was, shows up, the president.
Sheridan. It's not
Sheridan.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, that's why. So I threw it out there. Walt shows up with a couple bodyguards, and he's like, you've been a busy bee. He doesn't say that, but it was something like that. The end.
So the president was number 1 the entire time.
So we're led to believe, but we never get the proof. He killed his own brother and tried to stage a coup, which he didn't need to do because he already killed his own brother.
I can't believe that's where the fucking game ended. That's
Yeah.
so lame.
I thought I just like, oh, they didn't finish this video. Now I got to watch another one for the ending.
Nope.
Nope.
That was it. Straight to fucking credits.
They were really, 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 really banking on there being a sequel, huh?
Again,
I don't know if there was a sequel.
No, there would be no point because he's already president.
Is there whatever.
I assume
I'm done.
Jason Fly got killed right there.
Yeah, there's not a sequel. There was never a sequel made.
Well, doesn't
I mean,
it
they
make
might
sense that he
continue
just
the
killed him
story
because he's the only one left in the conspiracy anyway?
No, I think they continue the story in the comics or something. He probably gets. We'll have to tune in to see how he gets out of this one.
Oh, he jumps off the fucking yacht and gets shot, and it's a cyclical.
Yeah,
thing.
then just gets amnesia again.
It's like Triangle.
Yeah, right. Oh, that'd be sick.
Perfect.
That's it.
That's it. That's the game. We did it. And good job, Chump Slap. And we're better people.
Yes, like always.
Jesus.
That too.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, Final Thoughts. Ooh. And I guess, in the spirit of fair play, I think I should go first this week.
That sounds good.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to say here.
I think I got one or two things.
Oh, good.
Would you, after watching this video, would you play the game named after the number after 12?
Way to make it harder to rhyme.
Was the story pretty shallow, or did it do enough of a delve? And out of 27 stars, how many would this shelve? Oh, come on.
No matter what you would have said, he would have hit the poo button.
I know.
Well, it's the boo buttons right next to disappointment and laugh. So it was a 1 out of 3 chance.
Disappointment and laugh? Is that the same
They're
button?
separate things.
okay.
4 buttons very close to one another. Any hoodles, did watching this video make me want to play it? I think I might be the only person that did play this.
Yeah, you are. Ever.
I mean,
I didn't play it.
I played it way back when it came out, back when the idea of playing a shooter and not aiming down the sights, just having a dot in the middle of your screen.
I hate
That
that.
sounds terrible.
Well, this was acceptable at that point. That's when I played this game.
Didn't they
but-
remake this?
They recently did in 2020. We talked about it.
Yeah.
And apparently it was terrible.
Yeah, because it was the same game.
Well, no, I guess. Nice. No, the remake was apparently really bad and didn't work properly. And then the company apologized and they said they're going to try it again. So,
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, try. If first you don't succeed, try again.
Try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus, it was weird. So, does this... I mean, I really like how the game looks. I think of all the parts of the game that are really good, that need to be highlighted, this is probably the only one. It looks pretty. The cell shading, there it is.
Yeah.
The cell shading, I think, is a great way to get around those PS2 like graphical limitations.
Right. Kind of reminded me of a Suda game in that regard.
Yeah, like a weird art style that kind of looks a little low poly.
Yeah.
I think that really could do a lot of heavy lifting. And in this game, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool how it was presented to us as a comic book, just like one of the fucking best games that ever existed, Comic Zone.
Right.
So right there, I'm in. And then I played the game, or I saw the gameplay and the story, and it got very confusing and really lost me. Like,
It's so
watching the
convoluted.
video, yeah, it's just convoluted. It's silly. There's
Doesn't
so
make
many.
sense.
No, like the numbers, the people by numbers.
Yeah, why don't
I
you
know-
tattoo them on yourself?
Well, no, it's not just that. It's like, I don't know. I can't find a happy medium here because we just talked about, what was it, like Winback?
Oh,
What
yeah.
game was that? And we made fun of all the bosses for being like these crazy non-military type like weirdos.
Right.
And then in this game, I'm like, there's too many plain white dudes. I have no idea which one is which.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know where the medium is between those two. But this game didn't hit it. So watching the video did not make me want to play it. Did the story work for me? Like I said, convoluted as fuck. I don't know why you put in the amnesia aspect and then you put in the fucking face swapping aspect.
Yeah, that was just like a double down on something
Yeah.
that made no sense.
Yeah, and then you throw in on top of that a coup attempt
For a dead president already.
for Deborah. It was there was a lot of moving parts, and I just don't think.
Sounds like the plot a Trump would come up with.
Yeah, like you're just adding crazier things on top of everything. It's not how something would it didn't feel like an unraveling of facts.
No.
Like, it didn't feel like I was finding out new things about the story. It was just, I have amnesia. Oh, I guess I'm a super spy or whatever. Oh, I'm part of this group. Oh, that's not me. Anyway, what the hell's going on? And then it's like, I don't know, there's a weird dichotomy to it.
It's like a Chex Mix of bullshit.
There you go. Perfect. Chex Mix of both. Thank you for summarizing my words that got nowhere. So let's just roll right into final score then. What would the final score I would give it? I think for the time it was good, and they got a lot out of the PS2 platform, but I mean, even looking back, it's too convoluted, it's too dumb. The best thing by far was the presentation, not really the material. And Adam West, I have to take points off for Adam West, not because I don't love him, and this isn't even fair. Like, since then, he got cast on Family Guy, and he's the mayor, so I can't take him seriously at all.
Right.
I can't take the voice seriously, and in this game, he is extremely serious. It was so weird to me, so I don't know. I don't know where I'd land on all this. I'm just going to go ahead and throw out a 6.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it was overly serious. It wasn't very much fun, just at all.
Yeah, it didn't seem it.
David Duchovny seemed bored. Whatever. Okay, I'm done talking about it. How about we move on to you there, Dr. Syintist?
Thanks for asking.
Great. Did watching this video make you want to fire up 13? Did the story work for you, or did it just, get way too mean? And what score out of 27 stars do you think you'd peen?
Do you know what peening means?
Nope. No. I know it rhymes. That's what I know.
Yeah.
Would I play it? No. Did the story work for me? As you said, it's just so convoluted. I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah, how's this could work?
Yeah.
But it's not like...
Even after... All right, the first part, killing the president's done. What was the plan after that? Get elected? Like, I don't get it.
Right, like, how are you not running everything if you're not already the president? Why was there a whole coup attempt
Yeah.
thrown in here? Or was this the coup to kill the president? And if so, what do we need this whole military exercise thing? There's so many questions.
Yeah, and like, what were they going to... They were just going to take the whole, like, military and do a martial law?
Yeah, and the Spads.
But why do that if you were already the president?
Yeah.
And so many of them are dead from David Duchovny.
And then, like... all the people are in this chain. It's 20 people who are doing this conspiracy, but no one other than number one knows what's happening.
It's like, does everybody know? Like, 20 knows 19,
Yeah.
19 knows 18.
But 17 and 13 were married. Did they not know that each other was in it?
Right.
I don't know. This is so fucking confusing.
Whatever. I gave it 4.
That's fun. And you know what? It's not even like dumb in a fun way.
No, it's not dumb like Face Off.
It wasn't over the top either.
It's just confusing.
It wasn't even soap opera dumb. We're like, oh, it was an evil twin. Oh my God.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that would have at least been something. I don't know, man. Chump Slap, you're up. Did watching this video make you want to fire up this banger?
Yeah.
Did the story work for you? Or was it like something that was written by Martin Sanger?
I don't even know what that means.
What score out of 27 stars you'd think you'd throw up a hanger?
Excellent. Yeah, you fucking did nail it. No. For the first question. No, I don't want to play it. It didn't look that great. And it's, as you know, stealth game, I think. There was a bunch of just fucking sneaking around and recording shit. Not my
Lots of first-person stealth and
Yeah.
like vents and
not my bag.
artificially making the game longer.
Yeah. Did the story work for me? Not a fucking bit. You guys went over it. I don't understand it. Why? Did he go rogue and kill the president and that's why he had to be killed? Because that wasn't
No,
part
his
of the
job
plan?
was to kill the president.
And then
they-
he'd be killed.
And then be killed by somebody else. Kind of like the Joker in the beginning of the Batman movie.
Ooh, or like Mark Wahlberg in Shooter.
Or
I think it was the exact same thing.
Or
Nick of Time.
Bruce Willis in Looper.
We're good. We're good at finding stories that are way better than this. I guess it's not that hard.
It's also confusing because number one knew who number 13 was the whole time. Why did he just not kill him after that?
yeah, did he think he got away with it?
Yeah.
He's
Like,
like,
he has amnesia. He's never going to remember me.
It's like a chronic liar who thinks everyone believes him.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. And then, yeah. And why was he the one who had to go find him after when the fucking fireworks were going off?
I don't know.
Was
like, "Oh,
everybody
was it
else in it to try to kill 13 again?
But everybody else is dead. Like
I don't think he killed. Maybe
Mongoose, but
I don't know how he went through all the numbers, but maybe Carrington was a number.
yeah, I don't think we saw 15 die.
Yeah. Who was 12? Jones? Who the hell knows?
None of us can answer that
They were
question.
all boring white people. We don't know who these people
Buy
are.
the comic and read it, Poppascotch.
Why are you getting mad at me? He's asking the question.
No, I'm asking you to buy it and tell us how the story goes.
No, don't even. Maybe if there's a graphic novel, I'll check it out.
Sure, yeah, well, let me look quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always also.
Or, But score-wise, well, we know it sucked. It was a story, though. No.
But it really wasn't.
I'll give it a 3. Yeah,
There
it was
you
one
go.
of those. Surprising farts.
That gives us a total score of 13, guys. That's not great.
It's weird that 13 got 13.
Oh, that's why I did
Yeah.
3.
I mean, our system's perfect.
If I had that much
God, there's
foresight.
so many paperbacks for 13. I don't know how many there are, but there's at least a dozen here that I see.
Whatever.
And they're all like
Well, to
12
give you an idea of what kind of company 13 keeps, we did give Wimback Covert Operations a 12.
I thought that was so much better than this. But
Yeah, me
whatever,
too.
the system's perfect.
I'd play that 4 times before this.
Black Site Area 51, we gave a 14. I'm sure we all remember that one.
Of course I do.
Yeah, it was the one where
With David Duchovny.
yeah, and he was in Iraq and he got
Was it?
sick. I don't know.
Was it David Duchovny? Whatever.
Yeah.
Also, we gave a 50 Cent Bulletproof a 12. Just saying.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that was as good of a game.
I'm now checking to see if Black Site Area
Yeah, that's
1
what I'm looking
actually
up quick,
had David Duchovny.
But I keep spelling Black Site wrong.
No, I think he was in the other Area 51, just the regular.
Just Area 51.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Site, I think, was the one where they were in.
It was a spiritual
Iraq.
successor or something.
They went to Iraq and one guy got infected by the whatevers, the aliens, and was trying to turn other soldiers into it. He went to.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That took a long time to click.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very forgettable.
Yeah. So there that is.
Yeah, I think Chump Slap's still trying to figure out what we're talking about.
I think that was my game too.
Well, there we go. Final score 13. We will just go ahead and move on.
Go a honk.
To our Roy Donk, to our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Scientist Radical Pokemon Lock of the Week. Every week, we ask Dr. Scientist for a guaranteed amazing Pokemon, and he has never let us down. This week, Dr. Scientist, what do you got for us?
Well, as we know, I only played the first 6 generations of Pokemon.
What?
Not practice, people. That's straight
You
up
guys are planning
improv.
this shit. You're planning this shit.
But I decided to pick the Pokemon I thought looked the coolest and make me want to play Generation 8.
Oh, shit.
And I decided Corviknight is the coolest one.
With a K?
C.
I knew it. That's why I asked.
It's a steel flying big raven. I think that's where Corva comes in.
Corviknight, like a knight in shining armor.
Knight.
Oh, my God.
It's just a big. It's cool looking. It's a raven. That's pretty much it.
Did you know there's a whole Mega Constructs series of Pokemon? They're like Legos.
Yeah,
What?
That's insane.
I thought about. Well, the Eevees are one of them,
Yeah.
and then I thought about getting the Charmander one too because Charmander's awesome. But that Charmander one was like $70.
Yeah. It's probably a collector's item.
Anyway, this fucking bird's 7 feet tall.
Fuck yeah, it is.
That's
Jesus.
a wild
It
bird.
flies
looks
you
so
around.
huge. 165 pounds, 7 feet tall. That's a lanky bird. Well, I guess it's got to be light to fly, right?
Yeah, but it's also steel type, and it's like a taxi service, so it flies me wherever I want.
His abilities are unnerve.
Yeah, probably lowers the opponent's stats when you go to battle.
It would fucking unnerve me if I saw that fucker flying around.
A 7-foot bird in front of you.
Jesus Christ. I didn't think it was Mothman.
Yeah, Mothman.
Yeah, that's it. Corviknight makes me want to play Gen 8.
I guess. Well, why not? Yeah.
Hell yeah, Corviknight.
Money.
That is the pick. This week of the number one Pokemon Lock of the Week. Let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Sir Chump Slap. This or that.
Random button press.
Every week, we ask Sir Chump Slap. We give him a prompt, and we ask to say if it's one thing or if it's another thing, this thing or that thing. This week, You are going to have to tell us if the prompt I give you is the name of a superhero
Hero. Okay.
or the name of an as seen on TV product from late night infomercials.
All right. So,
Superhero?
Superhero or product? Hero or
Hero or
junk?
product?
Hero or zero?
Hero or zero?
Okay, we've got 7 prompts loaded up in the chamber, ready to go. Are you ready, Sir Chump Slap?
Let's do it.
The first prompt. Magic Bullet.
What are they here? Zero.
Booster Gold.
Hero.
Juice Man.
Hero.
The Sonic Ear.
Zero.
Hour Man.
Hero.
Kaboom!
Zero.
Mr. Miracle.
Zero.
Okay, now 0 being the as seen on TV product is what you meant to say.
Yeah, I think I got one wrong.
Let's go ahead and tally these up. Let's see what we got. And we are ending with a 5 out of 7.
Fails again.
Damn, we need like a sound like a typewriter thing.
No, I was thinking, like an adding machine.
Yeah.
I think I had one. I forgot to put it on my... But anyway, so going through it again, the Magic Bullet is an as seen on TV product. Booster Gold is the name of a superhero. You got the next one incorrect. Juice Man is an as seen on TV product.
Yeah, I figured that was either or.
Not a superhero.
It was one of the two.
The Sonic Ear was an as seen on TV product.
Right.
Hour Man is a superhero.
Right.
Kaboom is an as seen on TV product. And then you screw up the last one. Mr. Miracle is actually the name of a superhero.
All right, you don't have to fucking rub it in.
Well, we're just saying 5 out of 7. And again, I'm giving you the hardest tier we've got because anything below that, you just get 7 out of 7 and it's not even fun for anybody.
It isn't. Not even for me.
There you go. So if they wanted to send us an email, possibly with other suggestions for this or that, that'd be fun. I don't have to go look stuff up. Where would they send that to, Sir Chump Slap?
Yeah, but then I'd read it. Send that to Poppascotch@gmail. No,
Perfect.
no. Send it to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read it. I'll look at it. I'll let you know how I feel.
100% guaranteed response rate on all your emails. If they wanted to get to us faster on the socials, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram and maybe somewhere else, but probably we're on Reddit, and everybody come up with fan pics of Poppascotch drinking Cosmos with the cast of Sex and the City.
I'd like to
Perfect.
see it.
I would love that too. That'd be amazing. You can also go over to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. Or you can head to plottytime.com, which redirects you to our eBay store where you can buy stuff. That about does it for us. So as always, shout out to Blaine, JJ, Drago the Slago, Hamman, and Luis Guzman. And more importantly than all that, don't trust Dr. Scientist. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Bye.